What's up, guys? I just got back from my locals and we finished topping second place with Voiceless Voice. You saw the deck profile I uploaded earlier. Pretty much the same list, minor tweaks. I think I didn't end up maining the enemy controller, and I also cut some ratios down to 2. We'll go over that. But yeah, we'll do another deck profile right now and just talk about how the deck performed. But I topped, and as you can see here, look at this bad boy. I pulled Chaos Angel from my prizing. And oh my god, no way! Hell yeah, second ulti, back to back locals. Alright, so now we're on to the deck profile of my second place topping list for locals today. I did tweak a little bit of things last minute, but pretty standard with the Voiceless core. So we got the 2 Skull Guardian, the 2 Seravis, 3 Low, 3 Saphira, the Old Man, 3 Barrier, 2 Prayers, 1 Blessing, 1 Radiance. Let's talk about this real quick. Only a few times I felt like the 5th ritual name would have came in clutch. Then again, I did break a couple times where I just saw rituals and no way to summon them, which isn't as common. So I don't know how bad I want the 5th name. I like 2 Surveys. I know some people are putting the Odd Eyes guy, which I think we should play him, especially in different builds. But I would make it 5 over cutting the second Seravis. 2 of them just comes up so much. Negating the inherent summon is really clutch, and it won me a few games. So I would keep it just like this. The 1 Blessings is nice, and the 1 Radiance. You want more, but Blessings just recycles so easily. There was one time I kind of wanted a second Blessings just because I got it sent to grave and I didn't have another way to get it. But luckily, this old man can shuffle back, and I just searched off barriers. So yeah, I think we just have so much recycling in this deck that this is the perfect ratio. If you're playing different type of builds, you might want to change the ratios up, but this is pretty standard in most lists and it worked really well for me today. So the honorary voiceless card, diviner, and herald, kind of another standard combo here. You send this, tribute this special low, and you go full combo. So this gets negated all the time. So it's nice if I have Seravis in hand. If I don't, if I'm going second, I'll sight in my enemy controllers and then, keep playing. So what I noticed from last locals was when I lost is because I didn't see enough engine. Free pep was just a way to get to that engine, and it also baits Ash Blossom. So I always try and activate this first right away, no matter what, just because my opponent's probably gonna Ash it if they don't have anything crazy. If they hold on to it, that's fine because pre-prep just got me a lot of resources, and I'll probably still be able to play during Ash. Pot, again, seeing engine is so important, so I upped this to 2. And it came up clutch. There was only one time I activated this where the 6 cards I drew were not helpful, but droplets, I'm maining the droplets just because never know if you're going to go first or second. It's honestly not bad to just set it going first because 4 of my other cards are going to be most likely engine, establish a good board, and then droplets is just a free card to just set and then out whatever my opponent's trying to establish if I haven't already, stopped them with my board that I established, my negates, my if I got into my trap card. The droplets is nice. Same concept here, imperm. It's good. Going first and second, so just want to stop my opponent from doing anything. Imperm was huge today. So I did decide to run hand traps. I did 2 Ash, 2 Ogre. I thought it was nice. The concept behind running 2 and not 3 is the fact that my last locals, every time I saw too many hand traps, that's where the bricky hands came in. So I kind of like these ratios. Honestly, wasn't that bad. Didn't really see them when I didn't want them, except for my final round, or no, my second round. I saw too much hand traps, but I don't know. I kind of like this, so I'm gonna test it out. Thing is, the 2 talents, so talents should be a good card, but every time I see it, I just can never activate it. It's just a dead card. It's a really, really good card, so I don't want to cut it. I might side it and then cut the Nibiru's and then run playset of each. That's might be what I change up. Or I could do 2 Valors and cut the Nibiru, side this. Those are the theories there. And then my one of, so definitely want to talk about this. So Magnum, it's insane because you can, banish something from your opponents, or, I'm running all light monsters. I can banish my own card, which isn't too big of a deal because Blessings can just get it back. and then he'll search Saphira on end phase, and Saphira just gets me going all over again. So Magnuma is really, really nice. It just helps me, especially going first and second. Golden Lord. So I'll side him going first, but going second, so I'll main him just because I never know if I'm gonna go first or second, but I keep him in, and he came in clutch today. Like if you have a free, spell card, a dead talents, you can send it, free send on the field, and then if you play Voiceless Voice, a lot of times you end up with two barriers on field because you just get through your engine so easily, and he can send a barrier, add himself to hand, special summon. He's at 35, and yeah, just a big. And he also can be used for tributing for the ritual summon because he's light and he fulfills the conditions. So he's just a nice spice card I have, and I love that he worked out today because he's my favorite monster, and I shoehorn him and everything. But the fact that I can play him in this deck is just that much better. And finally, that there can only be one in the mistaken arrest. So honestly, I would play three mistaken arrests. So I would just cut these three and then play three mistaken arrests. But I only have one, so that's kind of the thing. But making a rest, a lot of times it just ends my opponent's turn. So it's probably good to be a side card, and but I only have one, so I'm like, I'll toss it in there. Yeah, there's a theory behind that, and there can only be one. Most of my stuff is not the same type, so I'll side this out against any Horus decks. I think going forward, I'm gonna keep these two. These two will either be Ash and Ogre to have a playset of each, or a different type of hand trap like Valor. And I'm probably gonna cut the Nibiru's. It just every time I saw them, people play around Nibiru so easily. I just probably am not gonna play it anymore. So yeah, this will either be sided or replaced for new hand traps or fulfill my. But for the rest of the side deck, that was fine. This was perfect. Enemy controller was huge. I love Super Poly. Anti-spell's a blowout. And there's too much Voiceless and too much Tenpai going around that D-Barrier is a must. So yeah. Also, the running two of a hand trap makes it easy for siding. But if I run three, I'll just tweak some stuff up. But let's talk about the extra deck. So for the extra deck, Dynamundo was clutch. Typhon, like I mentioned, was huge. SP was nice. Never go into access code, but he's just nice to have. Same with Chaos Angel. So these are the two guys I want to talk about. So my Herald and Entis. It's nice utility to have, and we don't really care about our extra deck, but I'm going to start sending these two off my prosperity going forward because I never ever send these guys. Never had it come up, and I feel like it's just too situational that it's nice to have, but honestly, I could probably just add more super poly targets. What's nice about super poly siding too is I always have three easy targets on my game one when I haven't sided super poly in for my prosperity because I won't be able to get into these guys. Garura, I could technically send off Diviner too, but I've never had to do that. So yeah, these would be my three pot of prosperity targets and these two, and that would just leave me with one option, which probably would be Appaloosa, just because it's not. I don't go into her often, so these would be my 6 targets. Lina's nice, and I added her because if someone plays a Secret Village or Spellcaster, I have two options now instead of just Anima. And then this is for the combo, and you guys know the combo. If not, I can make a combo video, but this is really nice, especially going first. But yeah, I really liked how the deck performed. Only changes, honestly, would be what I talked about with the hand traps and talents, maybe siding talents. Just lately, it's been a dead card. Nibiru is probably going to get cut. So what I'm thinking now is playset of Ashes, playset of Bells or Ogres, or maybe switching these for Valors and maining the Valors. I'm not too sure. We'll test it out, but that was my deck list, and obviously it worked out today. I got second at locals, and I was able to pull a Chaos Angel. So yeah, that's really awesome. I'm really excited about that, and just looking forward to playing with this deck more. I did pick up the Melodious package here, so it is pretty extra deck intensive. So I got the Odd Eyes cards, the Botcha, see the pendulum. I still don't have the other pendulum. My friend has it though. I'm gonna pick it up, but I also got the 3 Sonatos, the Refrain, the Couplet, the Concerto. So we're testing this out. We're testing it out online, but probably won't play it until I get more familiar with it. kind of nice though because it's a one card combo, but it is bricky, and I'm already having issues with bricking, so we'll see. But yeah, that was my deck profile. Thank you guys again for watching, and heck yeah, man. I just got done saying I wanted to do good with Voice, and first locals with that after the deck profile I top. So yeah, and pull the best card in the set. Can't be more happy. I'm lost for words right now, but yeah, stay tuned for more updates.